play with the dogs, my pack in the field, my four. And I'm actually gonna play ball with pit bulls and stuff. I want to talk about something. I made a post about, people, trainers, and I put quotes around that, saying you should be playing ball and tug of war with pit bulls and power breeds and stuff like that. And you can see my post and stuff like that. But what I want to talk about is, if you go to my post and read that post, you're going to see comments. You're going to see me commenting back and forth with a woman, Marcy. Tootie, her nickname used to be. I'm not sure if she still goes by that, because I've known her for over 25 years. And she breeds dogs. She bred an incredible line of American Pit Bull Terriers. She's extremely knowledgeable about the breed. She's bred, I don't know how many dogs, and handled I don't know how many dogs, a lot. She's competed with them in fly ball and this and that. But one of my points here is, I've been in this game a long time. I got Chuck, an American Pit Bull Terrier, from her over 25 years ago. And to this day, he was the best dog I've ever owned. Super high drive, super hard mouth, and I got him trained. And the way I got him trained out was, I remember being on long phone conversations with her, and she sent me a spring pole, and she talked to me about tug of war and all of these things. And this was 1995. Who was training dogs, much less pit bulls, with tug of war and play and stuff? You wouldn't find it back then, but she was. And Chuck was off-leash trained, and my friends, I have witnesses and all kinds of stuff of this dog way back then, off-leash, around other dogs, you name it. He was a monster on the spring pole and the tug and the ball and stuff like that. This dog was a monster. And since that time, I've trained countless pit bulls, other dogs too, of course, but countless pit bulls through tug of war, ball, play, spring pole, all of these types of things. A lot of people think that I met Ivan Balabanov about 5 years ago now, and that's where I started this stuff. I did not start training dogs with him. I did not start training dogs through play, tug of war, ball, all of these things through him. I did it for 20 years before him. I had a hell of a foundation and a lot of skills and a lot of success with dogs, with pit bulls, before I met him. What happened when I met him was, he's a genius, and he had taken stuff to a level that I didn't know about, and it was systematic, and there was ways that he taught the out, and ways that he played, and all of these things. He's a genius, okay? But I did not just go there 5 years ago and start playing tug with dogs, start playing ball with dogs. I mean, I was teaching through games 25 years ago. And my point here is, experience matters, just like genetics, you know what I mean? It matters. When I saw Ivan's stuff, I could immediately start to do his stuff, because I understood conceptually what he did, but I had 20 years of skills playing with dogs, playing tug of war, handling dogs. but doing it correctly too. You can do something for 20 years incorrectly, and then it's very difficult to change. I was doing, thank God, I was doing things out um, in a correct way, so that I could just adapt. I had the skills. I could move with the dogs. I could play with the dogs. I could do all of these kinds of things. And then conceptually, he pointed me in a different way and systematic. He's a genius.
All right, I want to clarify this, and you can take this is a picture of me and Chuck back in 1995. You can see my sweet hair. I want to clarify what I'm saying here. When I say I was doing things correctly, what I mean is when I played with dogs, the way I could move my body and the way, and those kinds of skills. I was doing a lot of things incorrectly too, and Ivan, of course, corrected me on a whole bunch of things. I'm not trying to slight that I was so close to doing the things like I even did. I wasn't. I had a foundation of the movement with dogs. I played with dogs. I'm athletic too, but mentally I was trying to play with dogs and stuff and I understood pit bulls and stuff like that. I don't want this to come across as I was really close to doing Ivan's work before him. No, I wasn't. He was light years ahead of me. Light years. Everything. His concepts, the way that he does things. What I mean here is that I was working with dogs and playing with dogs. So I could pick up, I could catch dogs. I could catch dogs on bites and stuff like that, and time them and stuff like that. That's what I mean here.
But when I speak of things, you can look at that and you could see there's proof there. Somebody I'm talking to about training dogs in pit bulls, the methods 25 years ago. So when you listen to people, experience matters, and not just years that they do something, because if you do something wrong for 25 years, you're an idiot, right? You just got really good at doing something bad, doing something wrong. That doesn't mean your opinion means anything, right? You have to do the right things, and you have to adapt, you have to learn, and that's why, 5 years ago when I saw him, I was getting great results with pit bulls and stuff. But then I was like, man, this is going to put me over the top, and it did. So you have to continually try to learn and adapt and stuff, and that's not a tool in your toolbox approach, because Ivan is not a tool in my toolbox. I had a foundation. It's like you take an athlete who's genetically athletic, and they've trained. They're fast, they're strong, they run, they do all of exercises, and their body, they can do things. They're ready, and then they see the technique. They're gonna do that technique fast. You can teach them gymnastics. You can teach them football. You can teach that athlete at that point. They will learn the sport fast, and that's what I did with Ivan's stuff. I had that foundation. I was that athlete with playing with dogs and stuff like that. So it was just boom, But when these other people talk, find out who they are, where they've been, how long they've trained dogs, and how long they've actually been successful with dogs. Where's the real proof? Man, the post I just saw about never playing tug of war and ball with your dog with pit bulls and those types of breeds and stuff like that. There's just way too much proof that's asinine. That's really asinine. He was also saying dogs can't be on a bed, dogs can't be on a couch, and this. I mean, just this laundry list of, like a 2005 Cesar Millan dog whisperer episode. that anybody who really understands dogs knows is just not true. Man, taking pit bulls and denying them play, denying them playing possession games, tug of war, possession games correctly. I don't call it tug of war anymore because Ivan's possession games is so much more advanced. It's the possession games. Tug of war is a different thing, and I don't want to confuse it. But that tug of war, biting stuff, chasing a ball, chasing catch. If you would take a pit bull and you would deny the pit bull those things, you are abusing the pit bull, because these dogs are selectively bred. They have tremendous drives. You are taking away what the dog was bred to do. These dogs were bred to fight dogs, but they have this tremendous drive to chase and catch and to fight and to all of these things, and you're just going to take it away. You're going to suppress it. You're abusing dogs. And if you don't understand these dogs, and you obviously don't, if you're saying those kinds of things, don't train them. Don't own them. This person, I don't think has ever owned a pit bull. I'm pretty sure they haven't. That's good. Don't train them either. Don't get involved with dogs that were selectively bred to do certain things, and your sole objective is to shut all that shit down. It's terrible for the dogs. It doesn't work. Suppressing a dog, you think it works. It doesn't work. The dog is miserable. Man, learn something about these dogs. Learn something about how they were selectively bred. Learn how to express it in a safe and constructive way. Learn how to train them with the drives. Learn how to control and guide. That's the magic thing Ivan really brought out, because I did a whole bunch of things and I didn't have like the pieces of like it all there, and Ivan just puts it all there for you. Control and guide, man. These dogs have all these drives. Tap into them. Use them. Control it. Guide the dog. It breaks my heart because I know these dogs, I know these dogs, and it's so easy for me to train them and control them, and people have a hard time with them because they're a lot of dog, and then they resort to listening to this kind of shit because they just don't know what to do. If you have a pit bull and you're having a problem, any dog, but pit bulls, message me, man. I'll help you. It's what I do. My videos, there's proof of this. Look at that post. There's proof there of a person breeding incredible the real pit bulls back then. And we were talking about how we train the dogs with tug of war, balls, spring poles, and stuff like that 25 years ago. I'm not new to this game, okay? And I'm not in this niche to go train trainers and sell stuff and seminars and talk and this and that. I actually train dogs, and I train a lot of dogs, and I've done it for a long time. And message me if you need help. Don't go down that route, suppressing the shit out of your dog. Don't ignore it, right? These are a lot of dogs. The dogs I have are a lot of dog. A lot of people shouldn't own pit bulls. Flat out, they shouldn't. If you got one, message me. We'll get it under control. You'll have a happy dog. You'll have a happy dog that's under control. Not a beat up, suppressed dog. All right, I'm gonna go play with my dogs. Over and out. Rosie, come! Come on, Rosie. Fat girl on a diet. Don't try it. Jack your ass like a looter in a riot. Come on, Rosie. Come on, fat girl. Good girl, Rosie. Jade, come. Come on. I just wanted to show them to you all together in the end. And one more thing. Man, if playing ball and tug of war and all this stuff caused aggression and problems, man, I would have been dead a long time ago. Because I take in aggressive dogs. I take in the ones that are already aggressive, and I change them through playing those games. I don't have a nice dog and I'm playing those games. I have problem dogs. This dog will kill you. This dog will kill you. And I changed his life. Possession games, chasing cats, doing the things we do. Just stop that other stuff, please. Stop it.